We track storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sarah Knox joins us once again as we head into another weekend, and we're looking at some decent weather into the weekend, so we like that.
Yes, we do. Yeah, especially if we have any plans to get out and about, get outside. You've got some pretty good days on the way, even just as early as tomorrow, our Friday. So some good days, yes, but it all is going to take the atmosphere working to do it. And already we're starting to see it doing that work. So let's take a peek outside, look at Rochester and Mason City. I know it's difficult to see, but both still dealing with the clouds. The reason why I wanted to show this, though, is mainly because Mason City here, maybe you can see a little bit here, that separation. It's difficult to tell if that's just the camera or just some lights bouncing off, but from what I can tell, that light is bouncing off of clouds that are hanging a little lower. Yes, fog is a possibility, especially as we come into tomorrow morning, but it also shows that there's evidence of these clouds breaking apart, beginning to show that clear skies are on the way. Again, a little difficult to see the same thing in Rochester, but it's nice to just show the comparison. Both cities looking good and sticking to the 40s. It's still 43 degrees in Rochester, 41 in Mason City, slightly cooler in Mason City, mentioning how, yes, the clouds are starting to break apart, so less of that blanket is allowing for a little more cooling to take place. So temperatures about a degree cooler than this time yesterday. Meanwhile, in Austin, Rochester, even Charles City, we're still seeing that positive number. Give it some time. Some darker blue will start to join in as these clouds continue to crumble. Satellite and radar shows that crumbling over the last 3 hours. Yeah, a few clouds did join in from the west, but it's a little difficult to see. Maybe you'll see some of that more white color, and then as it starts to enter in, it turns a little bit more of the see-through. I know it's really difficult here, but take my word for it. Clouds are breaking apart, and we can see it even if we take a look just very, very briefly to the southwest. It's all part of this. I showed it right before we head into the commercial break. The high pressure, it has planted itself mainly in the south, but continues to build. And as it moves northward, that's only going to push these clouds away, continue to bring in the drier air and thus the sunshine. Sky Tracker 3 does a better job at showing it than, me explaining it. Here we are about midnight tonight. Already still seeing evidence of cloud cover. It's still here. It's taken its time, but more of us are starting to see more of the clear skies. Most of us will be asleep by then. I do want to pause it here around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning because it does get a little confusing. All of this white that we just saw appear on the map there, that's indicating that fog development. So clouds on the ground, and then we continue to see more breakage here. Let's go all the way to midday, 12 o'clock. There's our sunshine. So it'll take some time, but we will get there. The sun will be apparent, especially as we do reach the later morning hours by 11 a.m. We are looking at more of that sun, mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the 50s. Gotta love it. And it continues even into our Saturday. 7-day forecaster, the weekend is always in view, shows it right there from 53 to just about a degree warmer on Saturday. I will point out the weekend will be a bit breezier, setting us up for a very active week as we head into next week. And Cami, you're seeing it right. By the time we get into Wednesday, Thursday, we're tracking the potential for our first flakes of the season.